Hey everybody, Asher here, back with some more Hearthstone, where today we are playing Tempo Mage. Specifically Tempo Mage featuring Rhonin, in part because I want to test and see, is Rhonin a card that's going to fit in the Tempo Mage archetype, or is the deck really better for having him in there? It's kind of a standard list. You have your Mirror Image, Mana Worm, Flame Cannon, Frostbolt, Unstable Portal, Mad Scientist, Sorcerer's Apprentice, Arcane Intellect, Mirror Entity, Flame Walker, just that normal kit. 2 Mechanical Yetis for the spare parts. 1 Azure Drake for a little bit of spell power and a little bit of card draw. I've seen some people throw in Flame Strike just with all the flood decks that are out there, and that may not be a terrible idea, but we're going to try at least with that right now and see if we need to change it just a little bit. If I were to throw a Flame Strike in, I'd probably cut one of the Yetis. But yeah, this is the deck. The huge new things are Effigy, just 1. Usually good to try and trade things around. I've seen some people cut Mirror Image. I still think Mirror Image is a very good spell, especially in pairing with the Flame Walker. But the big question mark for me is Rhonin. Death Rattle, add 3 copies of Arcane Missiles to your hand, which is really nice, especially with Archmage as a very good activator there. But we'll see how the deck goes. It's a tempo deck, so it's all about making your early plays so that you can push for the win later on. But hey, let's dive into some games and see how we do. So here's our first matchup, especially now that I have queued into the correct deck. I previously queued into a Warlock deck that I want to show a little later on because I pulled a second Dreadsteed. But that'll be in a video at a later date because I still need to kind of find a list that I'm comfortable with. Pretty terrible draws to get. You want early plays, especially against Shaman, and we are just getting late plays right here. So tempo is not going to be our friend early because we rely on early removal, things like Frostbolts, things like Flame Cannons. And especially when you have, okay, that's a good top deck, Unstable Portal. Unstable Portal, one of the win conditions of this deck as well, Little Exorcist. Let's play it now.
The light compels you.
Since our Shaman didn't play a Zombie Chow or anything, doesn't seem like there's going to be a lot of Death Rattle minions, so there is our Totem Golem. Would have loved to capture that with the Mirror Entity. And Rockbiter as well, so we get one of those out of the way. So this is where Flame Strike could potentially be pretty nice. If only because, and if he's not going to summon a Totemic or anything, maybe I should have waited for the non-overload turn to try and trigger this. Flame Tongue, oh boy.
Well played.
So pretty much I'm just going to get wrecked here. Because what you want to do as a Shaman, Flame Tongue Totem is an amazing card to bait out the... is an amazing card to proc Mirror Entity. I should have waited. I should have just done Arcane Intellect. That's me playing a little bit faster. There we go. Feral Spirits. I think I do need to put a board clear in here after all. So we'll do that after this matchup. He's just going to go face? No. He's ahead on board, so he can just afford to trade. I don't have anything that's going to die right now. Let's see if we can get any better solutions. 1 Mirror Image, 1 Flame Walker. We can do a few combos. And I feel like we should put something on the board. But if I do it right now, it just dies. So we'll give it a minute. Because I don't have the healing for this. There's no Circle of Healings in Mage without a few different things. So yeah. This is a good example of maybe why board clear could be decent in this deck, especially because that healing totem is going to really mitigate a lot of what I can do. Fortunately, Therissian has a soft taunt on him. So as long as I don't get bloodlusted into oblivion here, I should be okay. Considering he's put nothing on this side of the totem, just a Hex. Well, that's really good to bait out. Yeah, I think we are going to most definitely need a board clear of some kind here. So what I can try and do, I can try and get some fireballs and this guy starting next turn. So let's go ahead and see if we can get a card out. Sorcerer's Apprentice is also very good here. I guess I can play Effigy now. That may give me something that'll let me live. Because I have so many things with their cost reduced right now. So here, if I do 8, I'm only going to get a few spells. So let's...
Someday
losing the board here, and that isn't the best target here, but it's one. Some players still don't play around effigy very well, and right now he just has a bunch of totems. So this could be a turn where I really want to put Flame Strike there instead. Please kill the Drake first, and if he's gonna just Lightning Storm this, it should effigy off of the one that was summoned first. There's effigy. Please be something good for 5 cost. Well, that's unfortunate. Because he can just trade out. Was hoping for something with a little more health. And taunt. That's cool. Alright, let's see if we can make some big plays. And we get a fireball as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that could be really lucky. Yeah, I guess I put on one of these.
Job's done.
Oh, got the Flame Tongue.
I'm sorry.
That was some nice RNG on my end there.
There is a lot at stake.
Okay. So we got our stake vendor, and this is where Flame Strike would be really strong. Can he can't actually kill. Okay, he can do that. Oh boy. Let's see, I can do 6. I can do 9 like this.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Alright. So how do we want to do this? We have to fireball you. And then we're gonna trade in
To battle.
you for you, you for you. Let's see what we get with Flame Cannon. That wasn't what we wanted.
Job's done.
That's pretty good. Don't know if I'll be able to win, but at least I was able to clear the board. Maybe the best Antonidas time that I've had in quite some time. But that's where you gotta save your Hex for things like this. Does he have a Lightning Storm is what I want to know. Refreshment vendor, anything like that. Alright, well. Let's see if this is lethal. 1 off. So we can look back in that game and wonder, where did I miss 1 damage? Well, if I could have just pinged, I could have saved a fireball for later, but that's okay. Heal bot. And does he have a not flash heal, but the joust one for, yep, healing wave. And he wins the joust. Alright. So that's how much health? And vitality totem. Good lord. Alright. Well,
Well played.
there's Rhonin as well. We're definitely not playing Rhonin right now. Although Rhonin would be cute. I think we just need to push face here while we can. And this is where I'm wondering too, is Rhonin the best card for this deck when I'm just trying to cycle 18 damage per turn? I think I actually do have the quest for do 100 damage to heroes here. That was a lot of healing. That was 8 plus 14, whatever that is, 22. And Fire Elemental, but the elements will not save you if you don't have a Lightning Storm here. Or even if you get Vitality Totem again.
You win this one.
That was exciting. I thought I would be losing that from some bad things that happened there, but it turns out Antonidas, if you don't deal with him, can just wreck you. 51 damage to that hero. Sweet. But that's Tempo Mage. Antonidas proving his worth. We don't know about Rhonin yet.
I will fight with
Alright, here's another matchup where if it's Paladin, I have a mid-range Paladin I've been practicing with and I'm pretty happy with. I'm going to ditch Mirror Entity here, but keep Arcane Intellect. I didn't want to keep 2 Arcane Intellects. I was hoping for some earlier games here. I have some small minions. Paladin is pretty much the matchup where people say you want your board clears, but a lot of people are playing Secret Paladin lately. But this seems to be straight up aggro. So we'll see. This is probably the play. I've got a turn 2 play and I've got enough I got turn 3 plays for days. So we'll I could actually bluff with the effigy and see if that trips him up at all. Typically when that happens it's turn 4, it's true silver anyway.
Put this apple on your head.
Alright. Not my favorite. There's Rhonin. If we survive long enough to use him. Okay, so that is a card we can't play. Not my favorite in this matchup. Very vulnerable to consecrate.
Not on my watch.
So this is where I've been enjoying a lot of control decks that can just deal with this stuff right away. There's our slightly too late little guy. Effigy's not very strong because it's going... This deck just wants to go the face, but I at least want to see if... Yeah, so he's testing for Mirror Entity.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
We're not going to be able to recover from this. I think I'm going to put a Flame Strike in, which means I need to know what card I'm going to take out for Flame Strike. And sometimes in Hearthstone, you do just lose. My hand got too packed with large minions. Flame Cannon. Another card I would have liked right away, but a little too slow. I don't really have ways to heal. Rhonin, you're flashy, you're gold, you're on the bench. If anything, I could almost say, hey, cut Rhonin for Flame Strike. I don't know. I also want to test out Rhonin and Freeze Mage. I don't have Blood Mage Thalnos, so I don't have the typical lists that other people run. But yeah, he's just calculating, does he have lethal? He has True Silver, so he does. Oh, Blessing of Kings, even better. And we're dead. See, you went from being half Argent Commander to better than an Argent Commander. Good job. Those of you that don't know, you're thinking of rare 6-mana card with a 4/2 Charged Divine Shield. Used to be a very, very standard play pre-Max Rammus.
Let me think.
Like everybody ran it. Was one of the first rares I played. There's Effigy. So now he knows it's not Ice Block. So probably a very dumb play, but I was hoping to... I mean, if it's an aggro deck, there's not a lot of things that I have to really worry about here. Yeah, all this good stuff just came way too late.
You win this.
I mean, the other thing is I wouldn't have survived a Flame Strike. But if we go right here real quick, I'm actually gonna... Got enough early plays, we can drop a Yeti. Maybe I could dump a Mirror Image, but those stop early aggression too really well. So we're playing with 1 Flame Strike. Don't want to do more than 1. Let's try 1 more.
Victory or death!
Now this is an open
You
hand.
asked for it.
2 Flame Walkers. We will only keep 1. Now Flame Walkers are very vulnerable to Death's Bite, and unless this... Oh, this is... Look! Our early game cards! Here we go. So it might be Coin Mad Scientist, Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Hello.
Those are things we can do. Unless this is like Aggro Warrior, which you never really see. Let's put that on the board early. Yeah, I've had some fun against Warriors. Like I said, I've been testing some different Dreadsteed lists that I've seen. I don't have 100% of the cards for that, but... Well, I mean, there's a wide variety of people that are just wondering what you can do with Dreadsteed. I do think it is a card that's going to lead to kind of one of the surprise decks of the expansion. Oh boy. Well, let's just get all of our secrets out. As long as we don't draw our second Mirror Entity, we'll be okay. Actually, I don't think I'm running Counterspell here. That might be a mistake. I mean, Effigy's good, but you gotta set up the board for it. Turn 3 Effigy's generally bad. This, on the other hand, generally good. 4 science, 1 secret. That secret is mirror entity, so that's the one we wanted. And he's not really playing anything yet, so it's gotta be a control warrior without weapons, which is also known as a sat warrior. Alright. Well, I guess so far I haven't tipped my hand for what kind of mage I am, because a freeze mage would play 2 secret keepers, that's for sure. And I'm gonna have to play something at some point. I kind of want to save the Flame Walkers for a bigger play. So we'll take our time. I don't just want to throw this to death. And I can't play it with this and combo the mirror image. Oh shit, that was the effigy. So this guy's going to draw nothing now. Why didn't I see that before? What did I say? I didn't want to draw my mirror entity and I didn't want to draw my effigy. Oh, hello, Patron Warrior. So I guess he's going to straight on attack that one. Really? This is a really early stage of the game for this. And I don't know if I can punish him for it. That's annoying. Well, we'll unstable portal. And what else do we do? Because right now, Flame Walker pretty much propagates the board. I need to do things that help me survive. So I feel like I should play something. Maybe Sorcerer's Apprentice. Maybe we'll just play Sacrificial Lamb. So it's Patron Warrior. With a very, very early Patron turn. But I don't have my Flame Strike. What I do have is problems. And if he has like a whirlwind or something, I'm going to have a lot of problems. I guess I'm also an idiot because I didn't pay attention to see if that guy only had 1 health. That's what I get for that one, so just straight to the face. There's no other play here. Alright, there's Rhonin once again, too late. I could have avoided 5 damage. And what's more important to kill? Right now, one of these boards is lethal, one of these boards is not lethal. Guess we'll do this. This. Can't proc effigy on my own turn. That would be broken. But maybe we can get a Sludge Belcher out of that. Important thing is he can't propagate out of any of this. And if he does any whirlwind shenanigans, there we go. Oh wait, I just effigied some mirror images.
Made to fit.
Well played.
That's too bad. So yeah, this is a mistakes were made. Effigy, oh please kill this guy first. Oh, I just got bailed out of a terrible play. Alright. Absolutely horrible. Wow, that was not who I wanted back. Absolutely not who I wanted back. I was hoping for like a Sludge Belcher or something. Alright, unless I get a Flame Strike here. I got a Flame Strike. I'm still very much in danger. But those sweet, sweet top decks, I will happily give you 4 armor if it means I live. Rhonin, do you get to see the board? I doubt it. Because if he can play anything that can challenge this board, I'm going to be in trouble. What do you know? He can play something that challenge the board. Like another Grim Patron combo. Well, I guess if you're 10 cards in and you draw both of your Grim Patrons and both of your Death's Bites, there's probably not a lot I could have done anyway. So that's okay. I played that pretty poorly. So we'll just take and learn. And I got time for another or two because that was short. Oddly, one of the first Grim Patron decks I've seen in a while. And oddly, one of the best openers I've had. And it totally fell flat on its face. Let's play another. Alright, good start.
You asked for it.
Would have been even better with coin, but good start. Bye-bye, Yeti. We'll start with Worm, Mirror Image. Maybe I'll play him on the same turn. It depends on what he does turn 1. Alright, because I don't want the Worm to just eat the Fiery War Axe in vain.
Greetings.
But yeah, Patron Warrior is the kind of thing that, like I said, I've been very surprised at how little I've seen it. But the reason I do this is because if he has a Fire War Axe in hand, he could have just killed that for pretty much nothing. And now this challenges him, and while technically I don't have a turn 3 play, because 2 of my legendaries are in here, well, hello you. Oh, we can deal with this too. I got both my fireballs. So whatever big threat he throws up, assuming he does, because this is Grim Patron 2, this is not who I just played. You can't see that list right now, unfortunately. But I do have 2 fireballs and 2 legendaries. Antonidas is probably not going to do as much in this game. So he's just trying to cycle through his deck. I will oblige him. Free effigy is much better, we have learned. Or free effigy from Mad Scientist is much better than paid for effigy, especially when I set it down in a way that would just, oh look, we effigied the mirror image. Derp. Alright. Hello, you? I guess we're just gonna keep pressing damage. No reason to play this guy right now. I mean, I could have, but it just leaves him open to being killed. Are you actually playing a silence, or are you going to execute my Mad Scientist like a boss? Okay, this has got to be Patron Warrior, and he's going for his big combo. Alright, there's my entity, which unfortunately procs from the Cruel Taskmaster. Smart players know this. Fortunately, I'm not drawing into my secrets today. So I gotta be a little wary with the turns coming up here of playing lower cost cards, but it is a boom turn next turn. And if he plays Therissian, I'm just gonna fireball it. So it could be Flamewalker, Fireball. Antonidas, I don't have a lot of tiny spells to play with him. And Rhonin is just nowhere to be found. Which I guess Golden Rhonin is... Wow, you have all the card draw. And draw... That was a terrible Battle Rage. He must either be a piece away or something else. Good of a time as any. I mean, I know he hasn't dropped a Therissian, so these boom bots are not just going to be a patron fodder. And I don't know what's going on with the graphics right there. Just some bugging out with the cloud action. Alright, so 1... See, that would have been a better Battle Rage there. So, oh look, another Battle Rage. And he has to play something or he's overdrawn. I might just try and overdraw him anyway, because he's been through most of his deck. And the Death Spite.
Blood and
Hello. Okay, what secret holds? Effigy, which does not burn here. So I gotta trigger this on my turn. Good timing on the mirror entity. Alright. He has 8 cards. I could potentially overdraw him. I kind of want to save the fireballs. Let's run you into here. I think the overdraw's worth it. And then we'll play a card that doesn't... Well, I could mirror entity, but because Azure Drake just dies to Death Spite. Unfortunately, so does Dr. Boom. So let's give him some choices. Mana Worm, which we are not playing right now. So 1 Whirlwind, 1 less activator. But he already has an activator, so let's see if we're getting patroned right now. Interesting. Execute. Effigy, do me proud. well, there's a lot of legendaries that cost 7. There's a lot of not legendaries that cost 7.
Made to fit.
Alright.
Armor made to fit.
That's exciting. Well, if it's a patron deck, he didn't hit his patrons. Alright. I don't think we Antonitis here, as fun as that would be. I think we gotta wait a turn for that, which means, do I dare... If I Mana Worm... Let's see, if I Mana Worm and go face, these guys can still proc a lot of armor, especially if he does a patron play here. So let's see, it's 5 plus 12, so not quite lethal. I feel like I should kill one of these. Let's see what we get. Flame Cannon. Flame Cannon makes us a very good turn. Alright. We'll give you a little more armor right now. So you got a little more armor. A little less armor. Let's see if he can patron the crap out of me. Second execute, okay. All to the face. Will your greed be your undoing? Alright. I think we mirror Entity Fireball and see what we can do here.
I serve the Fire Lord.
I mean, it's entirely possible he has a Frothing Berserker anyway. Unfortunately, I couldn't play the other Fireball because I'm short 1 mana. So let's see if I'm dead. Alright.
Well played.
Because all he needs is 1 Frothing Berserker and a huge board of these to kill me. And that might happen. Okay. He didn't drop the Frothing right now, so that's a good sign for me. To the face. Well, that's too bad. He just didn't get the cards he needed. Where was it? The last Patron Warrior I fought got all of his cards he needed to the point where he could comfortably play early. This time, I don't know if he can do... I don't know what card will do 8 damage to my face.
Let the pain
That's not it.
to me.
And I don't know what 0 mana card. There we go! Victory! So he didn't get the draws he needed. I was expecting to get obliterated right there. But hey, that's Tempo. Did we learn a single thing about having Rhonin? I guess what we've learned from this brief series of games and from my test games beforehand is that Rhonin has not made it onto the board yet. Antonitis and Dr. Boom both make it in because they can be fit around some spells and some other things that work pretty well, but poor Rhonin, 8 mana is asking a lot. Granted, the 3 copies of Arcane Missiles would be lovely, but so far, it's not that he's been bad in my deck, it's that he hasn't done a thing in my deck. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Rhonin worth keeping, dumping? Should I turn him into a different legendary? Which one? Obviously, it's going to need to be the shield guy, because we all need shields. But otherwise, that's it. Thanks for watching. This is Asher. If you have a request for what kind of deck you want to see, just let me know. I'll be happy to test it out. We'll be doing some more Priest, some more Warrior, and show you some My Little Pony decks here in the future. Thanks for watching. See you next time.